The landscape of professional hybrid mirrorless cameras is standing on the precipice of a monumental transformation, defined by the relentless push toward merging cinematic production standards with high-speed stills performance. The discussion surrounding the potential arrival of a successor to the Nikon Z8 highlights a major shift in how camera manufacturers approach generational updates. Rather than engaging in an arbitrary resolution arms race, the current trajectory suggests a deep commitment to workflow optimization, computational intelligence, faster sensor architecture, and hardware-level video integration. To fully understand where the industry is heading, one must analyze the baseline established by the original Nikon Z8. Released as a compact alternative to the flagship Z9, the Z8 shattered expectations by offering near-identical internal capabilities in a form factor weighing approximately 910 grams. Central to its success is a 45.7-megapixel full-frame FX format stacked CMOS sensor paired with the EXP7 image processing engine. The elimination of a mechanical shutter in favor of an entirely electronic system demonstrated Nikon's confidence in ultra-fast sensor readout speeds, virtually eliminating rolling shutter distortion while enabling silent operation across all shooting modes. In terms of photographic capabilities, the baseline Z8 achieves continuous raw bursts shooting up to 20 frames per second at full resolution. For action-oriented photo finishing, it ramps up to 30 frames per second in full-resolution JPEG, 60 frames per second in DX crop mode, and an astonishing 120 frames per second when capturing 11-megapixel images. These speed thresholds are bolstered by pre-release capture, a computational tool that records image buffer data up to 1 full second before the shutter button is fully depressed. This feature ensures that wildlife photographers and sports photojournalists capture fleeting split-second moments that would otherwise be lost to human reaction latency. The video capabilities of the Z8 set a remarkably high standard for in-camera recording, delivering internal 12-bit and RAW recording at up to 8K at 60 frames per second and 4K at 120 frames per second, alongside 10-bit ProRes for 22HQ and H.265 options. It eliminated the necessity for bulky external recorders in many cinematic environments. Coupled with 5-axis in-body image stabilization providing up to 6 stops of compensation when combined with synchro VR lenses, the Z8 established itself as a complete production tool capable of handling demanding commercial runs, documentary projects, and high-end event videography. However, the rapid development of mirrorless camera technology means that standing still is equivalent to falling behind. When examining potential future updates in a second-generation Z8 platform, industry analysis leans heavily away from massive resolution jumps. While speculative reports occasionally float figures reaching 60 megapixels or higher, practical demands from working professionals point toward maintaining a sweet spot around 45 to 46 megapixels. Pushing pixel counts higher introduces significant trade-offs, including increased thermal output, heavier storage bottlenecks, degraded signal-to-noise ratios in low-light environments, and reduced dynamic range. Instead, sensor evolution is predicted to focus on fast-scan stacked architecture or partially stacked designs that prioritize readout speed over sheer pixel density. An accelerated sensor readout directly benefits every operational aspect of a hybrid camera. It decreases readout latency to near-zero levels, completely suppressing rolling shutter artifacts during rapid panning or when photographing ultra-fast subject movement like golf swings, bird wing beats, or passing vehicles. Furthermore, a faster sensor scan rate permits higher flash synchronization speeds without relying exclusively on high-speed sync modes that diminish flash output power. A vital pillar of future camera performance lies within the next generation of image processing, conceptually designated as an EXPEED engine. Processing power dictates not only frame rates and buffer clearance, but also the depth of artificial intelligence applied to real-time image evaluation. The current subject detection system in the Z8 recognizes humans, dogs, cats, birds, cars, motorcycles, bicycles, trains, and airplanes. The next technological leap in autofocus is not merely adding more niche subject categories, but fundamentally enhancing predictive motion tracking. An AI-driven tracking infrastructure backed by next-gen processing aims to solve the hardest autofocus scenarios encountered in the field. This includes anticipating subject movement before direction changes occur, maintaining lock-on when subjects pass behind visual obstructions like branches or referee bodies, and resolving focus ambiguity when multiple similar targets overlap within the frame. Deep learning models trained on millions of motion vectors allow the camera to construct a continuous